Hey yo, what's good? What's going on, everyone, everywhere? Look, go ahead, sit tight, grab with your snacks, whatever the case may be, cause this is gonna be a little bit of lengthy video, but it's gonna be a very informative video. Okay. So look, let's go ahead and start off with the spec. All right. Blast adapter is what I generally use for my weapon socket. Now, if you're having trouble with power or even healing, I will go ahead and get, let me show you here, get the replenishing adapter. Do not get restorative. Restorative only heals a small amount. When you're replenishing, and you can hit your own heal, that's going to heal you way more than restorative could. All right. So replenishing, if you are struggling to heal, if you're trying to be more pure healer, stuff like that, get that. If you're trying to be a little battle healer, stuff like that, get your blast adapter. Okay. Now, brawling is a general weapon I would suggest that healers get. If you can't get brawling and you still want to do like a more pure healer build, I would still suggest that you get like hand blasters or something like that. Okay. Now, if you want to be more battle healer, or just do a little bit more damage than brawling has to offer, definitely go ahead and pick up your dual wield. Okay. Now, in terms of head socket, generally, that is a mistake right there. Apologize. I think I'm out. Okay, but anyways, generally for the head socket, you want to use the insectoid form, not gorilla form, and I'll get to the difference between them here in a little bit. Okay. Now for the neck, I have mites in there. That is because I was just doing my damage ones, but you already know you want to go ahead and get restoration. Now, if you are being a battle healer, I would suggest you go ahead and put in the precision one here. But if you're being a pure healer or even an EOG spam healer, on average, you're going to just go with focus restoration and call it a day. Okay. Now for your back socket, I apologize, y'all. I've been making all these videos back to back here. Back socket, you're going to get your swarm shield. All right. Get that 10% cooldown. No matter what kind of healer you are, you gonna get the swarm shield. All right. Chest, you get penetrating strikes if you're a battle healer, and for just normal pure healing, man, I guess I'm out of those. For normal pure healing, you get power efficiency. Okay, just so you're able to utilize more heals, spam out more heals when need be, all that good stuff. All right. Now for the legs, use restorative roar. Some people actually use roar to heal. I generally don't recommend it, but hey, do what you want to do. Okay. Feet, tumbling master, it's pretty much standard for all healers, so that is what it is. Hands, max damage once again if you're a battle healer. If you are not a battle healer, definitely go ahead and get your regenerative shielding. All right, right there. So you just heal yourself whenever you pop your shield. Just helps you out just a little bit. All right. Now, in terms of my battle healer, right, the artifacts I use for them is Eye Gemini, because I still like to supercharge spam. And with supercharge spam, Scrap is so close where you got to also have as well. You can make a case for Quizlet, but generally you don't get the Mega Blast there. Excuse me. Generally, you'll get the Mega Blast there without that often. Let me put it that way. You don't get the Mega Blast often enough to make it better than Scrap of Soul Cloak in terms of supercharge spam for the EOG. Now, if you're just trying to do a more battle healer with the benefit of EOG, definitely put in that Quizlet right here. And transformation cards, what I would generally recommend there as well for the EOG spammer. Now, if you're not an EOG spammer, and let's say you're a battle healer, of course, you're going to have the Quizlet here, all right? And you're even going to have the Clarion there, all right? Now, without me having to sit here and go through all the different armories and stuff like that, because I don't have all of them set up currently, because I've overridden a couple of things by accident. So I'm going to show you all the loadouts, and here in a little bit, okay? And in terms of drink up setup, tier 3 pet, henchman, or supply drop. Henchman or orbital strike, supply drop, and if you're a battle healer, I use the DPS buff trinket. If you're just normal pure healing, you can use sidekick. Sidekick or backup, okay? Backup, I would say, for more damage. Sidekick, if you are trying to get more health to yourself, power to yourself, and get yourself a shield. It's a nice thing. Or if your tank ever goes down, pop your sidekick real quick, just so you can tank the enemies in the area and whatnot. And then, you can go and get your tank up, save the group, all that good stuff. Sidekick can be very helpful there. Alright, now since I have the battle healer artifacts already slotted in here, let's go ahead and get over to these allies. Alright, now generally speaking, this is generally speaking now, I like to use House of Legends bot for single target. And because I use Cyborg as support ally, I like to use Death Metal Batman because he does some of the highest damage as my combat ally, okay? Now, if you're battle healing, you will use Death Metal Batman and replace a Cyborg to get the Cloak of Ensnare support ability there, okay? Get that, the might, the precision is where you're more looking for, with a little bit of damage mitigation as an extra bonus, alright? Now, if you are, for whatever reason, more pure healer and you're just focused on healing, no damage whatsoever at all, Nubia is an excellent combat ally to have, just because, as you say, she knocks enemies away. So if you're in elite raids, it still works as a knockback, especially for anything that's pretty much lower than a boss. It's gonna knock them back. Even some bosses she can knock back. And then she's gonna heal you, push out 2 heals. So that's very helpful, especially in elite content when you're just pure healing. Alright. But luck of the draw pretty much is never gonna move from my support ability there. And for pure healing and EOG spamming, I suggest you go ahead and have Cyborg here for the extra passive power recovery rate increased, okay? Now, in terms of our spec, like I said before, Brawling is what I recommend as a general basis for healers, and you can even do it for battle healing for AoE, but dual wield is the better battle healing weapon. It just does more damage. More likely you're going to get more single targets, and it just helps you out in general, okay? Now, if you don't want any weapon mastery whatsoever at all, the bow, simple bow, the flurry shot is pretty good for single target stuff, and hand blaster is pretty good just all around. Hand blaster, solar flare especially, or even there's actually quite a few. Solar flare, pulse beam's good for single target, scissor kick is good, and meteor blast is also good. So your choice there. Now, in terms of your movement, really you just get your super speed, your speed force, supersonic, rocket glide assist, whatever your respective thing is to make you go faster. Definitely get that. All right. Now, I recommend if you have like over 400 skill points, go ahead and pick up all the recoveries and resistances and mastery here, just so you are up at all times. Because I'm gonna be honest, when you're down, you pretty much can't heal. The only thing you really pop is your shield or a cola, and even those are kind of finicky at times, especially if your signal's a little finicky too. So just be on the safe side, make sure you're always up and be able to heal yourself and the group. Get these when you have like 400 plus skill points, okay? Speed drain and metabolic boost is 2 supercharges I get for EOG spamming. I like metabolic boost if you're trying to EOG spam and elite content, just because it heals you more. Speed drain if you're just trying to do more damage, okay? Now, in terms of iconic powers, my apologies. Pheromone bloom, once again, if you're EOG spamming, I like to use that all around. When it heals yourself, it does a very high amount of damage, knocks especially lower tier enemies back and stuns them, so it's just great all around there. And if you're battle healing, you can sneak in a Neo Venom boost, especially with that Quizlet. It helps tremendously there, do a lot more damage. Super strength, if you're battle healing, to get a little bit of extra oomph in that weapon, okay? It's not much, but it's barely noticeable. Now, I'm spec more as a battle healer right now, but all these mights and power ones actually mean precision, so keep that in mind. I was, messing around with the spec here. In terms of just general healing though, pure healing especially, definitely want to stay with superpower focused, okay? I would say superpower focused regardless of what healer you are. Just go superpower focused. You're better off that way, okay? The power regeneration is just going to help tremendously in every situation. The extra power is going to help tremendously in every situation. I know some people that like to get hybrid, but I just advise against it. The 5% restoration and dominance, even the Vite and 10% might, it's just not there. It's just not there. Not in the same way superpower is. Now, you can make it very effective, especially if you're using like can blasters or even brawling to shirk a storm. So it's just something quick like that. You should be good most times, but some cases when you have to, block new mechanics, whatever the case may be, this is just gonna be your better and safer bet. So I just like go with it regardless of what spec you are. Pure healing or even whatever, as long as you're a healer, you're gonna get your critical attack chance and critical healing chance. My apologies, y'all. And critical healing magnitude. Get as much resto as you can when you got a lot more skill points. That's why I say over like 400, because the 325 is what is the limit right now. Anything past that, then you go ahead and dump in a mind power if you're doing more pure healer or even an EOG spammer. That's what you're going to do there. Now, if you're battle healing, you get your critical attack chance and damage along with your healing chance and magnitude. Okay, and if you have a low amount of skill points, balance out your resto and your precision. I would say get a little bit more restoration just so you stay on top of your heals, even as a battle healer. And it's going to help your precision later on because the whole Clarion artifact. And if you just got a lot of skill points like me, get all your resto and then dump the rest of precision. At least put one into mind power, one into health, one into dominance, and one into Vite, just so you get the base stats real quick. Now, if you want to get just the 1% there, go ahead and dump the 5 into it. Some people even dump 10. I personally just dump the 1, call it a day. All right. Now, in terms of our loadout. Now, for pure healing, I would say this will be your loadout. You're best off with, okay? Cross-pollination, metabolism, blossom, flourish, swarm shield, and insectoid form. I say get insectoid form pure healing just because insectoid form does just allow you to crit more and get more higher healing. Think of insectoid form, the healing equivalent of wolf form for damage, okay? It's pretty much the exact same, they act the exact same in terms of like the numbers when you break them down and the percentages buffed and all that, okay? Gorilla form is like the jack of all traits kind of thing, because without you critting, gorilla form can heal slightly higher than insectoid form without critting, but once you start critting, insectoid form does crit higher, and you'll start seeing a very marginal degree higher, okay? So this is gonna be your pure healing loadout. Once again, cross-pollination, metabolism, blossom, flourish, swarm shield, insectoid form. Now, if you don't want to use supercharge for whatever reason, who knows? Bloom could be an okay one to have, but more than likely with the state of content now, I would just say go with savage growth. But more honestly, I would just recommend they use insectoid form over savage growth or bloom, okay? You're just gonna be better off in pretty much every case scenario. Now, if you are battle healing / EOG spamming, this is gonna be your loadout here. Carnage, metabolism, blossom, swarm shield, speed drain, and pheromone bloom, okay? This is gonna be your EOG spam here with these two. You know, your typical healing setup, your group heal, your priority heal, and your shield. Especially with metabolism here, as you see, it just says your group members. It is not limited to just yourself and 3 others like an alert style group. This one ability you can heal the whole raid, so it's not limited in that regard. There, it's a very good heal. It's a very fast heal. It's just good there. Blossom is gonna keep healing and gives additional health to anyone with the pheromones on them, which this releases. So they work with each other. Look at that mechanics and power interactions. Carnage, actually, it's just weapon buff. Now, if you're not more battle healing, you're just EOG spamming, definitely replace Carnage here with Flourish, because Flourish will heal more than Cross Pollination will. Okay, and Cross Pollination heals more than Savage Growth. Savage Growth heals the lowest, Cross Paw is second lowest, and Flourish is, you know, is just above both of them. All right, Metabolism is just better. What? That is about it, and all I have for this video here. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Stay tuned in because we are having this Saturday and the next 2 Saturdays after it a booster bundle giveaway. I am working hard to get a premium reward box for one of them, so stay tuned in for that. I do have several of the other, like what is it, the Nimbus, the Smoke reward boxes. Let me look here. I pretty much got all the other ones, the Cosmic, the Solar, the Electron, the Gleaming, the Glimmering, Metallic Material, Nimbus, Radiant, Smoke reward boxes. Okay, so I got all those other ones, and it's gonna be first come first serve for the winners. Okay, there's gonna be one winner each week, each Saturday night, and one of them will have a premium reward box. Okay, so stay tuned in for that. And to enter, all you have to do is drop your in-game character name on one of the previous videos that says how to enter the booster bundle giveaway, the booster bundle opening video. You know, those 2 are the main ones that I'm looking at, so definitely leave your in-game character name on those videos there. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, because that is the other component to enter the giveaway. Okay, so look, without further ado, man, like, comment, subscribe, share the video out, all that good stuff. Y'all take care. Y'all take it easy. Shalom.